Hi everyone, today we will see the median test method, and in the previous videos we tried to see different methods that are used for non-parametric comparison, and in this video we will see the median test. First we have to discuss briefly about the median test. So the median test is one of the non-parametric tests that is used to test whether the two or more independent groups differ in their central tendency. That means more specifically whether the groups have been drawn from a population with the same median, and maybe you can categorize also the null as well as the alternative hypothesis in the following way. Yeah, for example, the null hypothesis is that the groups are drawn from the population that contain with the same median. But while the alternative hypothesis can be either the two medians are different, or this two-tailed test, or that one median is greater than the other, that means the one-tailed test. So the basic principle behind the median test is that if two samples have the same median, they should have more or less the same proportion of observation. That's one is above and the other is below that of the median, and this should be true respect of their two distributions. For example, if any scores fail at the value of the combined median, they may be either dropped from the analysis, or it included with the scores less than the median. And also this method, that means the median test method, also some advantage, especially over the Mann-Whitney test. One is that in the case it is only test for difference in the median irrespective of any distribution in the shape of the distributions. For example, in the Mann-Whitney case, it focuses on the shape of the distribution, but it doesn't concern on this test. However, it is much less power comparing to that one, and it also more robust to outliers comparing to other methods. So it is very important method when we have two or more independent groups that are different in their central tendency. So as usual, it is better to call library agricole, since the median test is based on the agricole package. So you can write agricole and run, and also for the sake of matter, if you want to the function of the median test, so structure median test, you can get the function. So it will gives you, here is the Y treatment alpha, the correct stimulate, p-value, group, main, and console. And the Y value is a variable response. Treatment is treatment, and alpha is a type 1 error, and the correct is equals to true means it's a logical, that indicating whether to apply continuity correction when computing the test statistics for two groups, and the correction will not be bigger than the difference among themselves, and no correction is done if a stimulate p-value is true. So while here we say it's false, and while a stimulate p-value means it is a logical, that indicating whether to compute p-values by Monte Carlo stimulations, and the group in fact is true or false. Main is, it is also sometimes main is, here is the title, and console, as I mentioned before, it is it's a logical, that means it's print the output. So this is a function of the median test. So for sake of this tutorial, we will use the data name is suite potato, which is already built in the agricole package. So we type data and write the name of suite potato in the parentheses and run here. So if you want to show the structure of your data, you can str and write here is suite potato, so it will give you the details or the structures of your data. So on the basis of the sweet potato data, there is 2 variables and 12 observations. One is virus, which is independent variable, and while yield is a response variable. So by this way you can check your structure. So you can give any name that you want, as usual. As I mentioned before in the different videos, I love my name, so work and you can type all this syntax. So write with and write your data name, that means sweet potato, and the method that are going to comparison. The parametric test is a median test, so write median test here, and the response variable, and it is followed by the treatment or independent variable console is equal to true. So by this way you can submit and run. Yeah, so it gives letters and analysis. Let's drag this to upper side. Yeah, so here is the analysis. So the median test for the yield versus virus, there is chi-square, there is degree of freedom, there is a p-value, and here also the median. So you can get from here. As you see here is the 23, 13.1, 39.2, 38.2. These are the median test. And even also you can check the post hoc analysis by dragging drop to the bottom, so it can gives you in this way. And even if you want to check some parameters and outputs, you can also write names out median, so it shows you these different parameters that are going to use. For example, here is the statistics, there is parameters, there is medians, there is comparisons, here is the group. So you can also check by calling out median, but here is you can change the name because I changed the name. Is here is what WAC, yeah. So WAC statistics. You can also give some point here, and again if you want, again you can correct this name WAC. Before we already give a name WAC, so it can gives you only the medians. Here is the medians: 23, 13.1, 39.2, 38.2. So these are the virus, and on the base of the median it compares the means. So this is all about the median test method, and in the next tutorial I will come up with a Durbin test method. Until then, have a nice time, and if you have any question regarding to my tutorials, you can address me through my emails or YouTube comment box, and don't forget to subscribe, to share, and to like, and also as well as to ask your questions. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.